The Kansas City Chiefs are 8-0, and on Wednesday got some good news and got some bad news when it came to the injury report. What's up, everybody? I'm Daniel Booth here with your Chiefs news of the day. If you are new to my channel, I discuss Chiefs almost every single day. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you don't mind. It really helps out with the algorithm, and join in the conversation in the comment section below. So let's get right to it. If you haven't heard so far, Kansas City Chiefs stars appearing on the injury report after an intense Monday Night Football win. We all know what happened, but starting off the gates, George Karlaftis, and this is just one player who has played brilliantly this year, has a lot of sacks, has been a disruptible force in there, helping out Chris Jones with that interior pass rush, and he has just played brilliantly, and he is out with an abdomen sprain today. We don't know whether or not he's going to play on Wednesday or not, but we got the injury report, and so let's check out some of the people that were on it, as well as Karlaftis. The Chiefs also said veterans Juju Smith-Schuster and Tershawn Wharton also did not practice. Vets McCole Hardman and Kareem Hunt are also injured as well. And so this is something that we definitely are going to have to monitor as we get up to kickoff, facing the sworn enemy, the Ponies, on Sunday. One of my least favorite teams. I don't hate them as much as the Raiders, but pretty close. Pretty close. So that's the news of the injury report. For the bad news, George Karlaftis, Kareem Hunt, and Juju Smith-Schuster, but really McCole Hardman, Kareem Hunt, and George Karlaftis are three starters that have been playing for the past few weeks. McCole Hardman has actually started to show some flashes of brilliance. He had that nice return in the game there on Monday night, and so we really, obviously, this is not breaking news by any means, but we just simply cannot afford to have any more players go down. Specifically, which leads me to the good news of the day. The good news of the day is, did everyone in the entire kingdom, in Kansas City and everywhere beyond, collectively hold their breath when they saw Patrick Mahomes have to be carried off the field? Remember, he couldn't put any weight on that foot, and that was just like, well, there goes the season. If there is one player that the Kansas City Chiefs obviously cannot afford to lose, that goes without saying. That's not in-depth journalism, folks. That's just good old-fashioned sense. But it's obviously Mr. Patrick Mahomes II. Well, the good news of the day here, too, is that Patrick Mahomes today said that his ankle is a little sore, but he's able to move around. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes felt he avoided a serious ankle injury after a Monday's night overtime win over the Buccaneers, and he's still feeling good about where things stand on Wednesday, that is today. Mahomes initially hurt his ankle in Week 8 against the Raiders and said he was scared when it happened again on Monday night, but he plans to be on the practice field on Wednesday without any limitations on what he'll be able to do. Quote, Patrick Mahomes, it's doing good, you know. Obviously, when you have a little bit of a roll, it's a little bit sore, but I'm able to move around and look forward to getting I'm looking forward to getting out to practice and seeing how I can push it as the week goes on. Mahomes said having a short week coming off of their Monday night win made the ankle recovery a little more difficult, but there was, thankfully, no sign of concern about his availability to face the Broncos this weekend. And so there you have it. Good news and some bad news. Good news, obviously, being that Patrick Mahomes did not suffer an injury that's going to cost him any playing time. I felt a little bit bad. Did anyone else feel bad for Carson Wentz? He got up there, he put his helmet on, he's like, all right, coach, put me in the game. And then Patrick Mahomes was like, I'm good. I'm good. Carson Wentz had to take his helmet off and go set it on the table, walk over to the bench and sit down and look around. So I felt a little bad for Carson Wentz there. But good news, Patrick Mahomes will play versus the Broncos. But it's, that brings us to kind of a point I really didn't think about talking about, but it's worth saying. That offensive line specifically, that left tackle position, you better be doing something. I don't know whether it's a blocking tight end, whether it's bringing in a fullback position, using Carson Steele to add help on that left side. But if you don't think that the Broncos are coming for Patrick Mahomes and coming for that ankle, you are wrong. And so that interior offensive line, probably the best in the NFL. The outside offensive line, not so much. And so we better figure that out real quick because, again, we cannot afford to lose Patrick Mahomes to an injury. He obviously has had several ankle injuries in the past. I know he probably had one of the greatest Super Bowl moments in NFL history when he ran on that broken ankle, evading tacklers who were running at him in full speed and got that first down to essentially win that Super Bowl. That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen, probably ever will see by this young man. Who knows? But I don't want him to be hurt. That's, it's not worth saying, well, he can play through pain. Well, if he did, I don't want him to. And so that's the good news. The bad news, George Karlaftis has been an absolute stud. I don't know how much longer Chris Jones is going to play, and I want to keep that guy around. Chris Karlaftis is one of those players like a Derek Johnson of old that I just really would love to see have his entire career be played here in Kansas City. So him out with an abdomen, obviously with Kareem Hunt out, obviously with McCole Hardman out, and Sky Moore potentially have played his last game at Kansas City. If we lose one more wide receiver, I don't know what we're going to do. But we're going to have to talk about Hopkins tomorrow. My goodness gracious, what a pickup he has been, and what a pickup Kareem Hunt has been. What do you think, Chiefs fans? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will respond. That it will do it for today. Today is Wednesday, November 6th. The election is thankfully over. Is it me, or has there been more signs in lawns one way or the other? I'm not here to talk politics or take sides on any issue, but there seems like there were more signs this election than I have ever seen, and I am thankful just that the election is now over, and the country will go on, and we can sit here and talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 8-0, by the way. Can we go undefeated? Let me know in the comment section below, too. We haven't had that conversation, and it's because you don't talk to a pitcher who's pitching a shutout. You don't do it. Go Chiefs.